All right, we are starting off here in Winona, Minnesota. We are on about 4 or 5, yeah, 3 to 4 inches of ice, I should say. Everything else isn't froze up yet, so we're gonna give this a shot. We are marking fish. We're sitting in about 15 feet of water. I'm gonna try and use my light until it gets light enough for the GoPro, but basically just got a little, see if I can get this, little tungsten jig with some marabou tied on it, and then just a waxy. And we are pretty well, it was really loaded up when I first dropped, and then had to get everything ready, but I do got a camera that I can put on the flasher if need be. There's a little guy. Little one. There's a lot of them down there, so I might be needing to pick through a few. A little bit better one. There we go. Not super big, but we're getting there. Let him go. Yeah, bud. You're still stacked up. It's another bull elk. You guys should pop some holes over here. Yeah. Oh, Daddy might have to bring out the otter tomorrow and get nice and cozy in here. Set the aqua view, get the heater going. Got my coffee warmed up. Case of beer. Brian's next door in the Eskimo, making scrambled eggs.
Oh, hey, neighbor. Has to be a bass. Yeah. God, please be just a big 2-pound crappie. Nice big mark, I know that.
Oh, it's a big old bass. Nice. Hell yeah, dude. That's sweet.
Look at the pink gills on that guy.
Yeah.
And just another perfect little lucky hook set. Look at that one running right through his like bottom lip.
Tight. There you go.
That'll work.
Hell yeah. Nice and white color.
I know, right? A little different than what we're seeing there.
Nice work.
That was fun, little rip of that.
Yep.
It didn't start that way.
No, yeah, right. It did. It had like that runs at the, or like kind of midway.
Yeah, it was a normal little hook set and a normal little, wasn't like a crazy big mark on the screen.
Big old bull. Jeepers. Choked. Yes. We're up to 12 now.
Smacking the mojo.
There's a nice fucking hit. Oh, another total. How many we got now?
Oh yeah, dude. Just a stud.
They're so cool.
They're so small, I couldn't even feel your bite. Yeah, look at that.
Huh? Ooh. There's a nice fish. Oh yeah, come on, baby. Just a toad. That's my PB of the year so far, dude.
Yeah, it is. I can already tell this by how you're holding it. Christ, kid.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what's down there, dude.
Oh my god.
And we're sifting through them a little bit, but not much, you know. I mean, everything.
Dead on the fucking GoPro. God damn. That one's coming home with daddy. Funny how you can just tell as soon as they lift up on them. That one I shot it all the way to the bottom, banged it, and then just like slowly lifted it up and just. That one hit on the drop down. This one's a nicer fish too. Ooh. That one will eat. Yeah, big boy. Here's a tanker. There's a stud bull. It's almost starting to get the old head hump. Oh, it humps out right there. Yeah. Yo, bull.
Just a fucking head. That's a lot of, that's, I'll be honest, some days that's what I like look for. It's like, fuck it, let's just go to the, alright, Maylee, take it easy over there, buddy.
Ooh.
You know, sometimes you want to just, fuck it, let's go shoot the shit down there and see if people got it, or see if certain people are active. Yeah. Awesome,
Just got back. Me and the brother-in-law put the beat down on the gills this morning and afternoon. It's about 2 o'clock. Great time. Killed them, biting on little gill pills and tiny little hair jigs that we have. Not so much for plastics, but we did tip it. But we did tip it with a waxy. Show how I clean a mess of gills with my electric fillet knife. The fastest way that I think while getting the most meat out of it. Alright, so I'll grab one of these gillies. So I grab a gill, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight to the head, and I'm going to kind of angle my knife here so that it gets kind of as much meat up here as possible. It's going to go right through, right? That way it's quick death for the fish, and I don't have to deal with them jumping around or anything like that. So you can see here that I got a fork. Basically, it's just to hold the fish in place while I go through it. I'm going to start from the back and work my way all the way up, following the backbone here. So I kind of get it started. I work my fork in there. And when I'm going, I kind of angle down a little bit and go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That way, we got our fillet here. And I can flip around. Make sure. Flip it around here and do the same thing for this side. Get it started a little bit, put my fork in there a little bit higher. And just kind of work it back and forth, back and forth. Just like that. Okay, that's done. And this is what we're remaining with. That you can see through. And there's no meat wasted. Now, for the trickier part. See the rib cages here? I kind of take my knife, I kind of go under and then angle up. Just kind of scoops it out a little bit. You can see there that there isn't much wasted. And then I just use my fork again to hold at the end. Just go through. There we are. Perfectly cleaned. There are little Y bones. If you want to go the extra mile. Little Y bones that I'm sure if you're a fisherman you already know about them. That you can take out right there. But they usually just cook off, so. Put them in some water. And the other side is a little bit trickier. I keep my point as close to the end of the rib cage as possible. So I'll come down on the ribs, keep my point up, like that. There you be. Nothing left on those. So, what I usually do is I'll rip a bunch of them out, cut off all the heads like this, and then go through them, knock off all the sides, and then take all the rib cages out, and so on and so forth. So we are back. It is Sunday and getting ready for a little football action. We're gonna trying a new recipe, Frank's Red Hot Wings. People swear by this, so I guess we'll give it the old Minnesota approval if need be. Got some flour that we're gonna toss it in right before going into the grease, so we're gonna clean some of these fillets up. As I was kind of cleaning and might have mentioned, there's still those pin bones in there, so I usually try to take those out. They should cook out, but usually the wife doesn't like them very much, so. Alright, so I'm going to try and get as close as possible to with the GoPro and see how it goes. But we're just going to take some of our fish, and those pin bones run right in this vertical line right here. See that vertical line right there? We're just gonna take a few of these out, just kind of a little slit. If you're a fisherman, you already know what the heck I'm talking about. Just gonna rip those off. And I'll do another one real quick. Right through. Right through. You can feel them in there too. Just to help kind of know where you're at. So I'm gonna do a bunch of them. I'm just gonna toss them on some paper towel, get them nice and dry, and then it's going in the Frank's and then the flour right before we toss it in the oil. But I'll show those steps too. So I'm gonna do a bunch of these. All right, we got our Fish all pretty well dried off. We're gonna toss them in here quick. Bang, 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 bang. That should be good. Let's see here. Give her the old wash. So obviously this will help as coating to help the flour stick. All right, we're gonna let that sit. I'm gonna go get the oil hot, and then we'll dunk it in the flour, and then it's going in the bath. All right, we are outside ready to get this thing fired up. So what we're cooking with today is just vegetable oil, and hopefully it's enough to at least get a decent amount in here. Probably not, but what can you do? We're gonna give it a rip. I'm gonna try camping on my little, or I'm gonna try cooking on my little camp stove here, and see how it does, just for future use out on the ice, if I can do it with it or not. So we're gonna connect this bad boy. So got the old mitt for the handle in case anything were to happen. I can grab it real quick. Let's see how much this gives me. That should be all right. I think we have the oil hot enough. Usually you can toss a little bit of flour in and see how it bubbles up. So I think we're good. We're gonna try one out quick. Grab a piece of fish, toss it in, give it a little shake. Grab her. So I wish she was a little bit hotter, but turned out pretty good. I wish it just got a little bit more crispier and a little bit more breading. I think the gig might be doing a double dunk. So going in the red hot, going in the flour, and then going in the red hot, and then maybe back into the flour. So I should have tried a couple different things, but let's give it a whirl here. A little piece there. Not bad. It's not like super spicy like a buffalo sauce would be, but it's good. Doesn't have any fishy taste. Not that I mind that, but it's good. I'd do it again. Let's see what the old wife thinks about it.
All right, let's see here. Oh, it's crispy, but moist.
I thought some of the parts were, some of the pieces were kind of
The breading's not
wet.
soggy.
Yeah.
It's nice and crispy. It's not too spicy
Good.
for being buffalo.
Yeah.
I don't do a lot of spice, but super good.
Good. So we were gonna let our son try too, but he's napping right now. So maybe if he gets up soon, we'll let him rip into it before it gets too cold. But there it is, catch, clean, and cook bluegills. Turned out good. Our favorite way is to do tacos, fish tacos. So we're gonna have to do that next. So, all right, until next time. It's okay. Like it? Is it good? Yeah.